Shalom, brothers and sisters. It's the Hebrew Life again. It's Shaq Bay Jerusalem, and I'm back with another lesson. We're going to call this one The Real Blackout. You know, I've been hearing a lot of people on social media and in the news too talking about this supposed blackout that's coming November 4th in a couple days. But what people fail to realize, mainly the chosen people of the Most High, is the real blackout already occurred. These people are talking about a physical blackout with EMPs and them testing electrical currents, but I'm talking about the spiritual blackout where black people have completely lost their minds. And we run around in the world today as if we don't have any sight, that we're walking around in black. We have no idea that we are the Israelites. We are the light of the earth, as Yeshua would say he is. And if we're children of the Most High, we are also children of the light. But we're walking around in darkness in a land that's not our own. And everybody's fearing lights going off and they need to run to the store like it's Y2K all over again. But what people really need to be fearing is the spiritual blackout. And what people really need to be doing is trying to get their sight back, their spiritual sight. See, the scriptures talk about many blackouts and many forgetful moments that the children of Israel have. We're such a forgetful people. You do one thing for us and we're looking the next day for the next blessing. We're so forgetful as a people. We don't appreciate the blessings that the Most High has bestowed upon us, even in this captivity. And instead of trying to make a way out of this captivity, we're trying to make a way to make it within the captivity. What people don't realize is we came over here as a penalty for not following the Most High's laws. We didn't come over here to make a life. We didn't come over here to make a living besides living every day. We're not trying to make a big future. This is why Matthew speaks about not taking nothing on this earth with you, because you can't take none of this with you to the morgue. So I don't know why people in this world, I guess them being of carnal, them being so much of the flesh that they try to hold on so much of the flesh and so much that you can touch and see in this world, when their true treasures is in the heavens. The scriptures say, store your treasures in heaven, where moth and rust do not collect and where thieves cannot break through and steal. But we still keep trying to make our treasures on this earth where thieves are going to break through and steal, and moth and rust is going to corrupt it. We're going to kick this off with Jeremiah 17, because the Most High told us this would happen. See, every time something happens, the Most High has his prophets prophesy it's going to happen. And what the Most High say, his word is not going to come back vain. Everything he says will come to pass. He's not like man where he says something or promises something and he doesn't come through on his promise. He is the Most High and he will come through on his promises. And every word he says is law. We're going to prove that. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 17, and we're going to start at verse 4. I'm going to read. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For you have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. We're going to start right there. That's self-explanatory. It says you shall serve your enemies in a land that you know is not. If that's not America, I'll pay you. If that's not America, I'll pay you. We're in the land right now serving enemies. And this verse was said in Deuteronomy and other chapters of the Bible. But we're just in Jeremiah right now. If we're not in the land right now serving our enemies, I will pay you. You got people in America barely making it. Going to work, getting a check, and making it back home and back to work just to do it all over again. We are not reaping the benefits of our labor. We are not getting the fruits of our labor. And then when you look at black people, it's obviously been a blackout. We are the most ignorant people in the world. Let's put it out there on the table. You could compare us to any nation in the world. Chinese, Russian, Irish, it don't really matter. Australian, where you want to go? Antarctican, whatever you want to call us. We're at the top of the pinnacle when it comes to being ignorant. Just turn on your TVs. They represent us as the most ignorant people on earth. We're a mockery of the earth. And the scripture said it says we will be in astonishment. How do we go from kings and queens and the chosen people of the Most High to basically being the ground that people walk on? We are used up for our talents and for all of our God-given abilities, and they're not used to help the Most High or bring people to the Most High. They're used to aid this system and its wickedness. And this system will go down, trust me. I'm going to get into that later, because there's no way this land can survive with all the innocent blood on it, all of the people hung on this land, all of the wickedness done on this land. And if you think this land is going to survive through all of that, and the Most High is going to let these Gentiles and these Romans and these Grecians and every other nation that came to try to make this a place of living, you think he's going to let them get away with it, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. Let's go to, I went to Jeremiah 17, and like I said earlier, it said, discontinue from his heritage. Our people do not know who we are today. If you come up on the streets and ask a black person who they are, a so-called black person, a Hebrew, they're going to tell you, oh, I'm black, I'm African American, I'm colored. All of these names. How is it that we're the only nation that has two connections to a land? We're African American. Meanwhile, there hasn't been a civil war or any type of war with the Africans and the Americans over us. So how are we African? People saying we were already here. If we were already here, what happened? How did we lose it? That's another lie of the devil. This land, you could keep this land, but I don't want this land. Anybody saying they'll stay on this land and they'll keep it and they'll be here, you obviously been misled, because you don't know all the wickedness that's been done on this land, and you don't know this land is going to be a habitation of devils. Let's go to Isaiah 1 and 3, because this blackout gets deeper than people think. Isaiah 1 and 3. This is a serious thing when it comes to the blackout of black people. They call us black. To be black is to be in darkness. Black is not a country. Black is not a nation. Black is a color. Black is actually a state that we're in right now. We're in a state of black. Close your eyes, and that's the state we're in. Instead of being an Israelite, having a true light, we're in darkness. We're in that sunken place. We're black. See, the English language is very, very tricky and very, very blunt to the point, since it's being the last language in the world. They're going to have a lot of coincidences and a lot of red flags that let you know that things are put together how they want to be, like the word try and die. It's very ironic that the word try rhymes with die, because you trying to try in this land instead of just trying to survive and serve the Most High. You on your way to die, trying to try hard and going out here giving your all to this system. You're going to end up dead or in jail, because that's what they got for you out there. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. And I'm going to read. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know. My people do not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Elohim. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backwards. Why should ye be stricken any more? You will revolt more and more, and the whole head is sick. The whole heart is faint. From the soles of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds, bruises, petrifying sores. And they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with anointment. This is who we are in America today. Walking around full of slashes and sores from the Most High, which haven't been healed by the Most High. And we steady continue to try to live when we're affected, we're sick. I don't think people understand that we are a sick nation. We have sick ways. We got all these TV shows, rap videos represent us, and we look ignorant. We look sick as a people. You don't see Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus fighting and arguing. You don't see any, you don't see the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC fighting, but turn on the news, or turn on BT, or turn on YouTube, you can see plenty of so-called African Americans, Hebrew Israelites arguing, fighting with each other, ready to kill each other over an industry that the fake Jews made up to kill us in the first place. This whole system was set up to kill us as a people. This whole system was set up to let the name of Israel be remembered no more. We are in a blackout right now as we speak. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we're going. We're just going along with the flow. We are nothing but sheep counted for the slaughter, like the scriptures say. But brothers like me and sisters all over the Hebrew sisters and brothers are trying to wake our people up. This is our duty. The whole duty of man is to fear God and keep his commandments. Let's go to Hosea 4 and 6. Because my people are destroyed. And we're going to get to the bottom of this. This is just the first chapter of what I'm going to go through. Because I could talk about this all day. About my people being in a sunken place. In a black place where there's no light, there's no help. Like the scripture say in Deuteronomy. It's like the sky is iron and the ground is dirt and dust. It's like we're never going to make it out of this without the Most High. It's not going to be financial. It's not going to be none of the things, none of the ideas black people come up with today. Well, it's financial. If it is this, is that. It's none of that. It's the Most High. He's the reason why we're here. He's going to be the reason why we make it out of here. No man can save you. He already told you this, but we keep looking for man to save us. Every time a hero pops up, we the first one to donate and dedicate our time to them. Not knowing we need to dedicate our time to the Most High. That's the only way we making it out of here. There's no other way. There's no other way. Let's go to Hosea. Sorry for the rant, people. But my heart is on the table right now. We dealing with my people. Our people are becoming extinct. They say we count for 12% of America. Everybody know that's a special number, 12. We probably account for less than that. They just trying to hint, let you know you're the 12 tribes of Israel. You count for 12% of America. But we account for 75% of the people in jail in America. That should open your eyes. It's called the new Jim Crow laws. How do we account for 75% of the prison population, but we're only 12% of the nation actually in America? That means they locking so-called black people up at a rapid rate, an alarming rate. We're dying at an alarming rate. But yet, you people still support the culture that kills us. That's witchcraft. That's black in itself. The true blackout already happened. We forgot who we were. We forgot who we were. We forgot we were the children of the Most High. We forgot we were the children of the Most High. And that's how we got here. Hosea. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. I'm going to have to do a part 2. I'm going to have to do a part 2, people. Serious. Hosea 4 and 6. And I'm going to read. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shall be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. And as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore I will change their glory into shame. That's what's happened to our people. Our glory of being the chosen people of the Most High, the chosen people of this earth, has been turned into shame. When you tell people we're the chosen people of God on the streets, they look and laugh because we're shameful now. You can't even see it. You can't even see the chosen people of God and this shameful people. We're going to come back. We're going to do a part 2, people. Shalom.